Hey, hold on. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I had to cut that last live short. I had to take that call. It was about my dad. My dad is sick right now, so I had to take that call. So I deleted that live for that reason. So you still have the highlight from it. Hey, hi Peter. Hey Spider. Hi guys. What's happening? How y'all doing? I don't think you guys were on the live. I had to delete it. I was saying that I had to take a call. It was my brother. My dad is sick right now, so I had to take the call. No, Spider, you're just fine. I just started. Peter, I'm doing good. Peter, I hope you are too. Can you hear me, Spider? Is the volume okay? Let me know, Spider. Or somebody. You guys let me know. Okay. I'm going to assume. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, cool. Thank you for telling me. I didn't know if you could hear me or not. Because I had the earbuds on first. I had to take them out. So I hope you guys had a good day. Hope you did, Spider. Did you have a good day? Yeah, we're just, I had to take that call. Like I said, we're just discussing my dad's status right now. My dad is 80 years old, so I had to cut that last live short. Yeah, just to talk about that, to take care of that. It's my papa. One of these cars is already flipped. Let me see. So we get the overall energy for this read real quick. I apologize for earlier. Like, for those of you that are coming in, I did have to take that call. I'm going to explain it again. My dad is 80 years old, and he's not doing that well, so I had to take that call, okay? So I deleted that live from earlier. Oh, you had to turn it on. I'm loud. I'm sorry, Spider. But yeah, I had to take that call. Let's get the overall energy of the read. Hope you guys stick with me. Like this video for me, please, if you would. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm glad you stopped by. Hope you all had a good day today. It's, the next day already is midnight where I am. Let's get the overall energy of the reading. Can you all like this? Tap that screen for me. Tap in, tap in, tap in. So the overall energy of this reading is the boomerang. Get the boomerang card right here, okay? Boomerang is a repeating process, returning and starting over. So everybody knows how a boomerang works, right? You throw it and it comes back over and over and over again, okay? A repeating process, returning, starting over, okay? Double tap and subscribe. Y'all see what Spider's saying? Go ahead and tap that screen for your girl. Tap in, tap in. So the overall, what's going on here? Okay. The overall energy is the boomerang card. So something repeating, a process repeating and returning. Okay. see what we're gonna get real quick before we go to bed. I would have been done with this earlier. I wish I would have, could have did that, but hey, it is what it is. Let's go. First card is gonna be the inaction card. It's in the upright, okay? You see that one? Let's see what we get. I don't know, Poppy Daddy. Am I fast? I don't know. Depends on what you think fast is. Tap in for me. Go ahead and tap that screen. Next card is the mixer card. Tap that screen for me while you're here, please. All right. Tap in for your girl. If you can do that. Subscribe to the channel. I'm a part of this community over here. This is a collective read. I think next up on the board, on the wheel, or the tarot wheel, is going to be Libra. So that will be my next reading for the star signs of Libra will be next. This is not a Libra reading. This is a collective right now, okay? We're going to see. Got two cards. The Peace card is in the reverse. Peace, P-E-A-C-E. And then the next card is going to be the Wheel of Fate, which is like the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's in reverse as well. I need one more card, and we're going to get this reading on the road. Here it is. Thank you. The Surprise card, Surprise, is in the reverse. So I have 5 cards on the table, and 4 of them are reversed. Okay? We're going to start with this inaction card, which is this first card. Tap in, y'all. Go ahead and tap the screen. Tap that screen for me, okay? So the inaction card is the first card, okay? With the inaction card, there's somebody that's not taking action, okay? They're not taking any steps or making any effort towards a situation or a problem. So first thing is first, there is a problem. Remember, the overall energy is the boomerang card, okay? So there is a problem and someone is not taking any action to resolve this problem, okay? They're not even trying to do anything about it at all, okay? Next card is going to be the Mixer card in the reverse. Mixer, M-I-X-E-R, is in the reverse. And then when it's in the upright, it says the coming together of differences, chaos, confusion, complex situations. But with this being in the reverse, this means that people are not coming together, okay? They're not working together. So a mix of people that are not coming together. Everybody got a different perspective. Everybody got different ideas, okay? That's why there's confusion, chaos, and complex in a complex situation. And somebody's not taking any action towards that. So therefore, because nobody's taking any action and people are not working together, peace is in the reverse, okay? There's no peace. Okay? Hold on. All right. Next card is going to be that Wheel of Fate card, okay? And it's in the reverse, but in the upright, it is fate continuously moving in a cycle or completely breaking free from a certain loop. So somebody's caught up in something that they can't seem to get out of, okay? It's a continuous cycle or they keep going back and doing the same thing. Like this boomerang card, which is the overall energy that I picked that fell out when I first started this reading. So it's just like that. Continuously moving in a cycle or completely breaking free from a certain loop. So somebody is in a loop and it's they're not breaking free because this is in a reverse. So somebody is in a loop. It could be a karmic loop, whatever it is, they're doing something over and over again, okay? And they're probably getting the same results, okay? The Surprise card is the last one that's in the reverse, okay? When it's in the upright, it says an event that occurs suddenly and unexpectedly, okay? In the reverse, there are no surprises. Okay? So no surprise. So somebody may not be surprised about what they're seeing. Okay? Put tarot on. Let's do some tarot. Okay? So we're going to start with the inaction card. We're going to try to clarify these cards and see what's going on. But there's definitely an issue that's going on and nobody's taking no action towards somebody specifically has decided not to do anything about whatever it is that's going on, or they can't do anything about it. Okay? Something may be preventing them from doing anything about it. You got people that are not coming together, working on it. They are all in their own differences, doing their own thing. There's chaos and confusion going on. Peace is not anywhere to be found because of the chaos and issues is not being resolved right now. There's no emotional balance. There's anxiety. People are experiencing anxiety. Okay. The mental is being affected. Whatever this issue is, it's got to be something big that is affecting folks in this manner. Okay. Okay. You got the wheel of fate that's in here that says somebody is on a karmic loop or some type of loop. I don't know if it's karmic or not yet. So it's the same thing that just keep happening. Okay. Over and over again. It's like somebody can't get out of this loop, whatever it is. And then there are no surprises. Somebody don't feel surprised about what's happening. Probably because it's the same thing that keep happening over and over again, with no resolution. So can I get something on this inaction card, please? Do you have anything for me for this inaction card? 1 second. Like I can't grab these cards for some reason. Can't get a grip. All right. Can I get something for the inaction card, please? These cards are sliding everywhere. I want to know what the problem is. What's the issue? That's what I want to find out. And why is everybody just the same thing keep happening? And nobody is working on trying to fix this and get out of this loop like they stuck. Or something is keeping them in this loop or something. What's the problem? We got the 3 of Cups in the reverse here. That's clarifying an action card. So with the 3 of Cups here, we got, let me pull something else before I say something about that. So you got a group of people that are not celebrating. When it's in the upright, it looks like a celebration and coming together. But remember, I told you that with the mixer card, this is a bunch of people or some people, whatever this is, they're not coming together. They're not working it out. So I know that's not it. That's why it's in the reverse. The 3 of Cups is in the reverse because they're not working together. Let's see. Got the King of Wands in the upright. The King of Wands is a person of maturity and intellect, of power and ambition, assertiveness, independence, cheerful and energetic, loves the challenge, passion, loyalty, prestige, optimism, and generosity. With the 3 of Cups in the reverse, dissipation, betrayal, excess, harmful, addicted, drunken, obesity, sex without love, whining, selfish, problems in the marriage, infertility, and exploitation. So I'm not sure if this is a marriage or a group of people, but they are having some serious issues. There's some betrayal here, okay? But the behavior of these either 2 people or more seems to be on the partying side. As we see addicted and drunken here. So a lot of partying and a lot of, sex without love. So what else? Problems in the marriage. So what's up with this King of Wands, though? How you get to be in here? Supposed to be an honorable and decent male, or King of Wands could be a Queen of Wands. So take it how it resonate, king or queen, male, female, masculine, feminine, okay? Hold on. Hi, Sim. How y'all doing? I need to know about this King of Wands, please. What is going on with this King of Wands? Oh, so the King of Wands is carrying a big burden. Okay, so he's carrying a burden. So there's a King of Wands that's within this connection. It's not just two people, though. This is a bunch of people. This could be a family. They're not coming together. They're not settling their differences. They're doing their own thing. They're doing something that they ain't got no business doing. They're doing something. It's a lot of chaos. There's no peace. You got a King of Wands that's in the middle of all of this honorable person with all this assertiveness and ambition that's carrying the weight. The Ten of Wands for all these people. Mm-hmm. Hi, Oshi. How are you? Spider, you still there? Where you at, Spider? Your name's not Spider, mamas. So yeah, we are the King of Wands that is carrying the burden of everyone else, and they feel overloaded, and the pressure is on this person. It's a big, heavy responsibility to try to fix things. You from Sri Lanka? Hi. Wow, all the way from Sri Lanka. Nice to meet you too. Yeah, so this King of Wands has big responsibility and burden on his back, or he or she, King or Queen of Wands, okay? And they're feeling anxiety right now. They're trying everything they can to resolve whatever this conflict is that's going on within this group, okay? But they're about ready to give it up. That's why it's under the inaction card, because they're tired. They're exhausted. It's getting on their nerves. That's what it is. And then you got the what is this? The Nine of Wands right behind the 10. And I said they're about ready to give it up. They feel very defensive right now. So they tired. Defenseless, cowardice, illness, failure of defense, stubbornness, poor health, loss of status. Okay, so somebody, this King of Wands or this Queen of Wands, whoever this person is that is carrying all the burdens right now. I don't know if they've been made to carry all the burdens and nobody's doing anything. That's why it's under inaction. And it's just all on this person, because maybe they're the only one that's willing to do it. Or maybe they're being forced to because nobody else will. But it says this person is in poor health. Why are they in poor health? Oh, wow. They are getting ready to leave this alone. Because this is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles coming out saying that they're looking for a new opportunity to improve their financial situation. So whatever this situation is taxing this person financially, and they're tired, and they're looking for a way out to do something else. Yeah, they want to be prosperous. That's the Ace of Pentacles. That's what they need. That's what they want. What else? You got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, because they are taking on the responsibilities of these people. And the reason they're taking on the responsibility, not the reason why they're taking it on, the reason why they're losing money is because they've taken on the responsibility. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse is a financial loss. So somebody is losing money dealing with whatever this mess is right here, okay? They're having problems because nobody else will do anything. That's why we had the inaction cards. You got one person that is either doing it because they feel like they have to because nobody else will, or they're being forced to take care of this themselves. Mm-hmm. Well, that's what's going on. So what, you got a bunch of lazy folks within this group that won't take care of something, and this one person is being made to do it, and they about to bounce? That's what it looks like. Mm-hmm. Because they taking a financial hit doing this. Or maybe when they decided to be with this group, they thought it was gonna be one thing, and then they find out that they're doing everything, like paying for everything. Let's see. Yeah, you got the Ace of Cups. It's in the reverse. Mm-hmm. It's in the reverse. Emotional loss, block, creativity, emptiness, self-love, intuition, repressed emotions, okay? So that's a person right now is stressed out because of this. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's get some on this mixer card. The mixer card is saying that it's supposed to be the coming together of people with their differences, but instead there's chaos and confusion with a complex situation because it came out in the reverse. And we got the Ace of Wands that came out again, and it's clarifying the mixer card, this group of people that are not working together anymore. If they did work together, then you can get the Ace of Wands, which is going to be the new project, new beginnings, new opportunity. You have some growth, you have some movement. Whatever this issue is, you have something that will change if they will come together. That's what this Ace of Wands is here saying. But they're not coming together. Ace of Wands, a fire sign energy. Mm-hmm. You got the Empress in the reverse that came out to also clarify the mixer card. Here you go, right here. Mm-hmm. And with this being here, creative block, selfish, impatient, dependent on others, inaction. Inaction, there it is again twice. Lack of concentration, indecisiveness, overwhelmed, anxiety is on here twice, on the board twice. Then there's infidelity. You got to be kidding me. So whatever this situation is a serious issue that's been put on one person, okay? Because people are not working together. They're not taking action to resolve whatever the issue is. And if they would work together, then they would have new opportunities and this would change, okay? There will be some growth, but they're not doing that. And you got the Empress in the reverse, which is a creative block. Like nobody's coming up with anything at this point. Everybody looking at each other to do something, but nobody's doing anything. That's what's happening here. Inaction. Nobody will make a decision, so they just kind of just sitting there looking at this one person. And that person is overwhelmed and anxiety. Most suitable in my topics, please. This is this is a collective reading right now, darling. Thank you, no telling. I think that's what that says. No telling. 5492. Thank you so much. Anything else on that mixer card? Why? Why are they putting this all on this one person? Why ain't nobody doing anything? Why is this happening? That's what I want to know. Why people is just being lazy? And why they keep doing the same thing and having the same result? They keep having the same issue come up. That's why we got the Wheel of Fate in the reverse. Yeah. So this is the Seven of Pentacles that came out in the upright, okay? And the Seven of Pentacles coming out in the upright, it says, hold on, what is this? Losing control. Wow. This is why that person want to leave. This thing is out of hand. They tired of carrying this whole situation and nobody doing nothing. They ready to bounce. This thing is out of control. They've been trying to hang in there for as long as they can, doing the hard work. But it's not sustainable. Because they're the only one doing it. Seven of Pentacles is Earth sign Taurus energy. Let's see what else is going on. Ace of Pentacles coming out again. I had it in my other deck. This is twice. Okay? So you got an Ace of Pentacles again. This person is looking for abundance. They're trying to manifest opportunities. A new career or financial opportunities, something else. I don't think this is just for this whole group. I think this is this person wanting this for themselves. You see what I'm saying? They want this for themselves. I don't think they want to carry these people no more. I think they want out of this. Can I get some on the peace card, please? Peace is in reverse. So there's no peace. If they all live together, there's no peace in the house. Got the Death card in the upright. Clarifying the peace. So, death to peace. Like I said, they're not having no peace right now. Because there's too much going on. And ain't nobody doing nothing about it. Except this one person. And they about to quit. So there's endings that's happening right now. Endings and beginnings. The endings of this whole situation is probably going to collapse once this person moves on. Because everything is hinging on what this person does. So it'll be a new beginning for that person. Some type of change is actually going to happen. Some type of transformation is going to take place once this person leaves. Some type of end to a cycle. Wow. Because remember I said with this Wheel of Fate that's on this board, these people are stuck in a cycle. Continuously moving in a cycle. Okay? And I think this person, when they leave, that's going to break the cycle. Because they were perpetuating this cycle by being a part of it, by participating. Even though everything was on them, it still hinged on that person. So if it's hinging on that person and you take the hinge out, then everything falls apart. So the cycle will end. Sometimes removing yourself from a situation will close it out. You don't have to do much. You just have to remove yourself sometimes. Stop talking and move yourself. Stop trying to reason with folks and remove yourself from it. Remove yourself. That'll end the cycle that you're in if you just stop participating. Okay? Second card that is here to clarify the peace card in the reverse is the Five of Wands in the reverse. Okay? And by removing themselves from this and you remove yourself from whatever situation you may be in, you're going to avoid the conflict that's happening right now. See, a lot of times you having conflicts because you're trying to defend yourself. You're trying to get in there and get the last word. Y'all arguing. You're trying to make a point. You know, you're trying to force something or this and that and the other. You're trying to convince people to see things the way you see it, which is just more chaos and conflict every time you do that. But if you remove yourself from that situation, then the conflict is dead. What's the saying that say it take two to tango? Okay? So remove yourself. Tap that screen. Tap that screen for your girl. Subscribe to the channel if you would, please. So the Five of Wands in the reverse is avoiding conflict by removing yourself. Respect the differences that people have, because some people just never gonna see eye to eye with you. They never gonna agree with everything that you say. So just remove yourself. Sidestep, exit stage left. I'm out of here. Whatever that means for you. Okay? I need another card for peace, please, in reverse. Can I get one more card for peace in reverse, please? Por favor. For the ancestors, the Most High God. I need one card, please. Thank you so much. There you go. There you go. Got two. First card. And this is still clarifying the peace card, okay? Three of Swords in the reverse. Three of Swords in the reverse. Tap that screen, you guys. Three of Swords in the reverse is negative self-talk, releasing pain, forgiveness, optimism, recovery, and moving on. What did I say? Move on. Remove yourself. Release it and let it go. Forgive and release. It's causing more pain for you to try to remain in something that you know it's not working. It's the same thing. It has not changed. It keeps happening. People are doing the same thing. You keep trying to work with somebody that it seems like they on automatic, like somebody put a battery in their back and they just doing whatever that they're programmed to do. You understand what I'm saying? Remove yourself. Because it's causing more pain for you. And then you got the Eight of Swords in the upright. You see this person that's on this card. They're all wrapped up and bandaged up and their eyes is covered. Okay? This is somebody that has negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions. Who's making you stay? Nobody's making you stay. Remove yourself. Leave it alone. Drop it right there. Put it to death. Dead that. You understand what I'm saying? Shavoham. I think I said that right. Hi. Good morning. Yeah, it is morning. Yeah. So in this picture with this Eight of Swords in the upright, this is saying that this is a self-imposed prison that you may be putting yourself in with this situation with these people that keep doing the same thing. You're going to keep getting the same results. You're trying to work with somebody and trying to change some things that you're the only one trying to change the situation, and everybody's sitting back on their laurels waiting for you to do it. Okay? They're waiting for you because you're the only one that seems to care. So this is a self-imposed prison that you put yourself in, and it's something that you're not stuck. You can walk away. Yep. You're not trapped in this. You don't have to carry all these people that's expecting you to carry them. That's not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility. This is a collective reading. Take it as it resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, this is not your reading. Okay? What else do you have? Let's move on to the Wheel of Fate. On this, I only have two more cards to clarify, and then I'm going to get some closing messages and we're done, okay? These cards are sticking. Yeah, so the boomerang card, which is the overall energy of the reading, is a repeating process. The Wheel of Fate is reiterating that same notion that this is a repeating process. The same thing keeps happening because people keep doing the same thing. They're not taking the action that they need to change the situation, and they put all this burden that this one person is carrying all by themselves. They put it on one person. And they're looking at that person to fix it, and that person has been trying, but they're tired. They're ready to leave and go somewhere. and just dropped this and did it. For the Wheel of Fate is continuously moving in a cycle. And to clarify that, we have the Six of Wands, okay? A lot of us be in cycles that we feel like we're trapped in, and all we gotta do is leave that cycle, stop that cycle, stop participating, stop giving your energy, stop letting people continue to pull you into their cycles, into their karma. That has nothing to do with you. The longer you stay and it hurts you, you're dealing with their karma. Don't be volunteering yourself to take on somebody else's issues that they have, trying to fix it, trying to put out all the little fires that they started. Okay? So clarifying the Wheel of Fate in the reverse is the Six of Wands. Okay? You want victory, you want progress, you want success. You're not having it with these people. The Six of Wands is saying you should have it without these people. Okay? And you have just the right amount of confidence to do this. But I got a feeling when you leave and dead this situation and remove yourself, these people are going to be mad at you, whoever you are. Let them be mad. Because this is going to force them to handle their own business. You're welcome, love. This is going to force them to handle their own business. Because what business is it of yours to take on their burden? If you've been doing this, they're used to you do. That's why they're not taking any action, because they know you're going to do it. That's why. Hi, Mike. Mike Prince, how you doing? Can I get another card for the Wheel of Fate, please? One card. One card, please. I get the feeling that whoever you are, whoever this is for, it's out of habit that you do these things. You have a habit of helping folks and taking on other people's burdens. That's why you're tired all the time and you're exhausted and your mind be having that brain fog. That's why you're not sleeping. Hey, Gregory, you're welcome. So for the Wheel of Fate in the reverse, we had the Six of Wands first, which is what you want to have, what you should be having, which is the recognition for the skills that you have, the victories and successes and progress that you're wanting to have in your own personal life. But you can't have that because you're too busy dealing with everybody else's stuff. Whether these is family or friends. And the next card that came out to clarify is the Ace of Cups in the upright, okay? The Ace of Cups in the upright is you in deep thought about this whole situation. You're in deep thought. Because you really want this new beginning. You want something new for yourself. You're tired of being in this hyper state of anxiety all the time. Okay? So you wanting to get off to yourself, off on your own, or whatever it is that you find you someone to be with and settle down with, where you can have that gentle ease of being around somebody that has peace. That's what you're looking for right now. Because this whole spread is chaos. Okay? You want out of that. You want your Ace of Cups. You want your new beginning. You want your peace. You want your time by yourself. You want things to be a lot more settled and calm in your life than this mess you've been taking on. For the first time in your life, this is you wanting to step out and get away from this because you're tired of being on the wheel with these people in this toxic cycle. Okay? Hey, Kimball, all the way from Australia. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Then the next card to clarify the wheel of fate is the 10 of Cups in the upright. This is what you really want. This is ultimate happiness. This is a different type of life that is less stressful, as less as possible. This is where you're prosperous, your prosperity, you're having more prosperity because you're not dealing with these folks and you know taking these financial hits. Okay? Where you feel satisfied with your life. Because right now you don't. You're like, yeah, I want off this wheel. I want out of the cycle. Okay? Where you have joy, more joy in your life because you don't have it now. You really don't. You want sincere friendships, not this codependent type mess that's going on here. You're tired of that. You want a happy family life. This is not it. Okay? You want a happy marriage. I don't know if you're with somebody right now, that ain't it. You know, I don't, you want a happy marriage, what it says. It's on this card, okay? So if it don't apply, don't be saying, oh, I'm happily married. You don't have to tell me that. They don't apply to you, okay? You want where your wishes is coming true, where you are free from this mess. You do not want to be in this no more. You said, stop, let me off. Y'all remember the Jetsons cartoon when old boy was running on the treadmill in the middle of the air on the side of his house? You know, their houses is up in the air. And you remember he was saying, Jane, stop this crazy thing. That's how you feel. You're like, I can't sit down. I can't get no rest. I always got to do something for somebody. I always got to do this. I'm being pulled in this direction and that direction. It's just always something going on. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm connected to these folks, it's like, I can't catch a break. Can you stop this wheel? Can you stop this crazy thing? Let me off at the next exit. That's where you at. This could be family. This is what I'm feeling is going on in here. This is family that's codependent on you. That's what it feel like. This is family. Yeah. Well. And you go off. You say, I'm done. You had a surprise in the reverse. Eric, most people love surprises. You got some people that don't, but most people love surprises. But it's in the reverse. But in the upright, it says an event that occurs suddenly and unexpectedly. So it's not a good surprise. And I don't think you're trying to wait around and see what it is. Because this is collapsing. And you know it. That's why you're about to leave. So it can go ahead and fall apart. You're not trying to take no more hits. You got the sun in the upright. Positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. Again, another card that is stating what you want, the 10 of Cups and the sun, okay? This is what you want. It's not what you have right now, okay? So I'm going to put that under the wheel of fate because that's what you want. Can I get something for the surprise, please? An unpleasant surprise. That's really what this is. What is this? Can you tell me what this is, please? Unpleasant surprise. A surprise in reverse. Just sticking. Let's see. Let's see. I'll use one of these oracle cards to tell me what's going on with the surprise here. Oh, y'all ready to talk? Come on. You don't want to tell me nothing? What is the surprise in the reverse, please, Spirit? One card. Thank you very much. This is why you're trying to leave. Because there's a snake in the group. Mm-hmm. There's somebody that's a snake that's causing all the problems. They're the instigator. They get everybody riled up. That's why you're trying to leave. This person, you got the runner. Yep. As I said, you're trying to leave. Did I not just say that? You're trying to run away. The runner. You're trying to get away from this mess. You're tired of holding this up. It's like a house of cards. Certain cards, the one card at the bottom, you pull it, the whole thing come down. You're that card. You're trying to get out. Mm-hmm. You said bump this, I'm about to go because, I done did a whole lot. Ain't nobody else doing nothing. So why should I still, take this beating for everybody else? And I don't want to do this no more. I keep trying to fix this. Y'all keep doing the same thing. We right back in the same situation and stuff. And it's like, no. And it's going to be, like I said, what did I say earlier? If you was here and you heard me say, I got a feeling that when you leave, they're going to be mad. They're going to be shocked. They're going to be mad. I said that, right? What came out? Shock. Because I think when you leave, you're not going to tell them you're leaving. You're just going to be all at once. You're going to be just, bye. That's what's about to happen. And they are going to be mad. They're going to be shocked first off. Because it's going to catch them off guard. They're not going to be prepared. And you're not going to care. You're just going to leave because you had enough. Okay? I said that you was going to make these folks mad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because as long as you stay with these people or stay around these people and continue in the same situation, you will not be ascending. That is ascending in the reverse. Okay? You will not have the things that you're supposed to have or that you want to have as long as you continue with this situation with whoever these people is or this person. Okay? It will hold you back. It will keep you down. You will not have no progress. You're not going to have the peace you need. You're not going to have the abundance that you're looking for, all this stuff, because you're too busy trying to help these people. And this is why you changed your mind and said, I'm done. Not another go around with these people or this person. Okay? Yeah. Because they done put you through it a little too much. You feel used and abused, and now you're trying to get away and start over, have something new, and have all the successes and stuff that you want to have in your life so you can heal. And you ain't gonna, how can you heal in the environment that broke you? You're gonna have to cut it loose. You're gonna have to. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to dead the situation. That's why the death card is here. Yep. You're gonna have to. You wanna have that what you need, you're gonna have to leave it, you're gonna have to leave this alone. And you know how you be doing stuff for so long, you just be, you get so used to it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people be abused. They don't realize they're being abused because they ain't got used to it. Some people have been strong for so long that they don't realize, how strong they really are. And they just been having strength, dealing with stuff and just, because they used to doing it and stuff. It's like some things you don't have to do. All you got to do to end some conflict, like I said before, is remove yourself and the conflict ends. You can't let them argue with themselves. They're going to stop talking. At some point, they're going to have to. Because you're not saying nothing back. You're like, I really, you really got to have that I don't give a damn attitude sometimes. Excuse my language. You could be like, fuck these people, honestly. Because that's what they're saying to you when they load you up with their problems. They don't care how you feel about that. They don't care. They're not thinking about how you feel. They just feel like you're going to take care of it because you always have. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean to be mean when I say that, but sometimes that's the attitude you're going to have. You're really gonna have to have that attitude. And these days and time, these people do not care enough about you. And I don't mean that in a mean way. They don't be caring. They really don't be caring. They don't think, it's not within their conscience to think the way that you think about them. You know, sometimes people have that and then they lose it along the way because they get so used to somebody else doing things for them. You know what I'm saying? They get so used to you being the one to take care of stuff. You know, you're the one. You're the one that's taking care of it. So they just sit back and let you do it. Since you're going to do it, they ain't going to say nothing. They're going to let you do it. Mm-hmm. Closing messages. Do you have anything you want to say to the collective as we end this reading? Go ahead and tap that screen for me. We're at the end of this message, please. If you haven't liked the video, can you please do that? And if you haven't subscribed, can you please subscribe? Closing messages. For the collective, are we using this deck? No. No. Which one? Closing messages. So somebody, somebody got to make this decision real soon. Or this unwelcome surprise, because really to me this did not clarify the surprise card. And I'm hearing that if you don't make this decision soon, this unwelcome surprise is going to really hit you really badly. This is what I'm hearing. So you're going to have to make this decision like ASAP. Like, you don't really have time to be sitting around dilly-dallying, wondering about how this is going to affect other people when they didn't care nothing about how it affected you. Okay? So there is an unwelcome surprise that is coming. Closing messages, please. Can I get closing messages? Yeah. All right, so unreachable. This is what you need to be. Unreachable. Because this unwelcome surprise, it's gonna tear these people up. You know, you hear me? It's gonna tear them up. You understand? You need to be unreachable. Yep, that's what you need to do. Hey, Emma. Welcome. Yep, you need to be unreachable. When you leave, they don't need to be able to contact you, because when this unwelcome surprise hits, they're going to try to call you to bail them out. They're going to need some help because they're not going to know what to do. They're not equipped to know what to do because you've always known what to do. They haven't had to think. They don't have no critical thinking skills. It's always been you. So when you do dip on them, you need to be unreachable. They're going to be looking for you. Because when this unwelcome surprise hit, you're the first person on their list. Call John. He'll know what to do. John going to be unreachable. This is what Spirit says. You need to be unreachable. Let them figure it out without you. Anything else? Spirit, do you have anything else for the collective? Anything else for the collective, please? You want to say anything else? No? That might be it. Let's see. Yeah, so like I keep feeling like I want to drop these particular cards. Like they're coming out in bunches. Like I want to drop them, and I'm not trying to drop them, but it just like I can't keep a hold of it. So I feel like when you leave, these people they're getting ready to drop the ball on this whole situation or whatever this is. This balancing act you've been doing, they're about to drop the ball because they're not gonna handle this very well. Whatever this unwelcome surprise is coming, stay unreachable. They will be looking for you. One more card, please. There you go. What is this card? It's gonna be cold outside for them. It says loneliness. You're not gonna be lonely. Whoever this is, they're gonna be lonely. It's gonna feel like they lost their best friend or something. They lost their confidant. They lost the one person that cared. They lost the one person that was holding everything together. That's what's about to happen. They're gonna feel real lonely and empty. They're gonna feel disconnected from the people around them. They're gonna feel like, man, nobody helping us, not help me with the situation. Don't nobody understand. John understood. Sheila understood. Tanya understood. Mark understood. What happened? Where they at? How come they're not answering? They keep going to voicemail. Stay unreachable. One more, we done. Baby. Why is all these cards keep trying to fall out all at once? Yeah. So remember I said there's one person in this group that's causing all the problems. Where that card at? Not the one that just fell out. Here it is. Remember I said there's one person in this group is a snake that's causing all the problems? I said there's a person that's in this group that's stirring up some mess, okay? Snake is something that you don't even know is there until the last minute, until it's almost too late and you about to get bit by the snake, okay? There's somebody in the group that's like that. And then what fell out just now? The devil card, okay? This is somebody that has malicious intent, evil purposes, wicked actions leading to or falling into sin. This person is the ringleader keeping this mess going. This is why nobody is doing anything about this situation except you. You were the only one that was doing it. So whoever this person was or is, or whoever this is, you may know who I'm talking about. You may not. They're always keeping stuff going. They always had like illusions going with people. They did a lot of lying, possibly on you. And people just sat back and they weren't doing anything. They weren't taking any steps to resolve any of the issues. Why? Because you was doing it. And like I said, I feel like this is family. So you may have somebody in your family like this that you can probably think of that always is the shit starter and keep stuff going. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to keep things together and they trying to tear it apart. You probably know who I'm talking about too. There's probably somebody you don't really associate with too much. But you love your family though. But this person is always keeping up some mess going all the time. They talk too much. They talk too much and they always got something to say and don't even have all the facts. Just be gossiping and talking about everybody in the family. Just messy family member. That's what you're dealing with. This is why everybody is funny acting, because they're the ones that stir the pot all the time. That's who this is. You know, you get information about something, somebody in the family come and tell you something, and it be some craziness, and you be like, where did this come from? That person. They like to keep people apart. They like to keep people, you know, arguing all the time. This just craziness. They're not a peaceful person, a miserable person. That's why peace is in the reverse. Because that person is miserable. And misery loves company. So what they gonna do? Stir the pot, gossip, start some crap. We're gonna go back to juvenile days. We're gonna he say, she say. We're gonna talk about this. Had the cousins fighting, had the sisters fighting, had the brothers fighting. You know, this is the type of person that will ruin the family gathering. If grandma cooking on Sunday and everybody go over to grandma's house for dinner on Sunday or mama's house on Sunday, they be sitting at the table at the other end, got something smart to say about something to start some mess at the dinner table. That type of person. They don't want nobody to get along. You be ready to tell them they can go on somewhere. You love your family and stuff, but this one person in particular, this is why this situation is not working in this spread. Because of that one person. Because they one of these. A devil. They got devil tendencies. They got demonic tendencies. Okay? And you just said that I'm not trying to hold this together no more because y'all keep doing the same thing and allowing this person to come in and disrupt stuff in this family. And I keep talking to y'all about this and I keep trying to hold things together. You know what I'm saying? But this would be the same person that when they get in trouble, they want to come back and say they need help. And expect the family to jump in and do it because we're family. But this the one that keeps stirring apart and keeps stuff going all the time. They hate the fact that you are in the position to be able to help anybody. So then you got envy going on there. But because you can help anybody when they get in trouble, you the first person they calling. Right? Hey, Eric, how are you? Welcome in. So we are at the end of this reading. I am so glad that you all came to see what was going on here and to listen to the reading. I hope something resonated with you guys and, you got something out of it. Something was, maybe it spoke to you in some type of way, but if it didn't resonate, don't worry. There are other readings I have. I have other lives. I got other videos. I got plenty of shorts. You can check those out. Something may resonate with you. If this one is not your reading, okay? But this is a collective reading, okay? So don't try to make it fit if it don't fit, okay? You eat the meat and spit out the bones. Y'all heard me? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I got to go to bed because I got to get up in the morning just like everybody else. Y'all have a good night. Peace, love, and light. See you later.